TEQ Saiyan Vegeta makes his triumphant return, but is he worth your hard-earned red coins? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are talking about the TEQ Saiyan Vegeta. He has made his first return on both Global and JP Dokkan. And due to us being fully synced, this is the first time Global has gotten the Saiyan unit back this early. So all things are looking good. But the question remains, at this point, is he still worth your red coin? So in order to decide that, we need to go ahead and take a look at what the unit is doing. So let's start with that. So he is Vegeta's family Super Saiyans, category key 3, HP attack defense 170%, with an additional 30% to Pure Saiyans, Battle of Wits, and Mastered Evolution. On his super attack, he is stacking attack and defense infinitely and sealing super attacks. So this is a 20% raise every turn, or every super attack, which doesn't seem like a lot until you realize what's actually happening, right? So his passive gives him key 2 and attack defense 150%. He is guarding all attacks, and he is reducing damage received by 18% and launches an additional super attack for 3 turns from his entry turn. So basically what this means is, right, the combination of the guard, the 18% reduction, and the 20% raise already is enough to kind of cover him defensively for a few turns. Add on to that he's got a guaranteed additional super attack, which means he's basically raising 40% attack defense every single turn, right? It makes for a powerful combo that makes him nigh untouchable after a few turns. Also, the more HP he has remaining when the character attacks for the first time in a turn, the greater the additional attack boost received within the turn, up to 150%. So basically, the more HP he has, the stronger his attack will be. On the opposite end of that, the more HP he has when receiving an attack for the first time in the turn, the greater his additional defense boost will be. So basically, you want it to maximize his ability. You want to be at full HP, right? He also gets an additional defense 31% with each attack received, up to 80%, and he also launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack when there's an ally whose name includes Goku attacking in the same turn, or an enemy who includes Goku. So, I mean, you have the possibility with this guy, if you have a Goku on the team or are facing a Goku, right, when you include the hidden potential, you have the possibility of doing up to 5 supers in a turn, right? He'll get his base, he'll get the second one here, he'll get the third one here, and then his hidden potential. Actually, that is 4 supers, miscounted there. 4 supers in a turn, so that's actually pretty darn good. 4 supers at 20% raise, that's an 80% raise every single turn if he actually procs it, right? So that makes him incredibly good, and that's just his base form. So infinite attack stacker and defense stacker, and then he transforms. Now once he transforms, he loses the ability to stack infinitely, but now he's greatly raising for the turn, so that's 50% for the turn. And then he gains key 3 and attack and defense 180%. He guards all attacks still and has a guaranteed 18% reduction permanently. He also has an additional attack 180% when attacking if HP is 30% or more when attacking. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack. He also launches an additional attack he also has an additional attack 30% if the target enemy's HP is 80% or less when attacking, plus an additional attack 30% if the target enemy's HP is 60% or less when attacking, plus an additional attack 50% if the target enemy's HP is 40% or less when attacking. He also has an additional defense 180% when receiving an attack, and launches an additional super attack within the same turn and disables an enemy's attack action once after receiving an attack. So basically, once you're going to stack up as much as you can, and then you're going to transform him to launch a powerful attack, right? Once transformed, he does have a active skill, the Big Bang attack, which will massively raise his attack, cause ultimate damage, and has guaranteed crits for the turn. It can be activated after he receives 3 or more attacks in battle, or when facing one enemy whose HP is 80% or less. So basically the way he works is like the weaker the enemy gets, the stronger he gets, right? And this is all additive, right? So every, you know, so like, let's say you start the turn at 100%, right? Launch the active, that drops, right? You get all of the boosts from 100%. Then you launch the active and it drops the enemy below 80%. Well, now you've got 30%. Let's say that 30% attack is enough to deal 60, bring him down to 60% HP. Well, now you've got an additional, you have the additional 30% there. And then let's say that brings you down to 40%. You have the additional 50, right? So basically, the more you deal, the closer it is that you can bring the enemy to death. Just because, like, he's just getting stronger with every attack, basically. So it's really nice. He's an incredibly powerful unit. So now, knowing all of that, the question is he worth it? So I'm going to say right off the bat, yes, absolutely, 100%. He is the Saiyan Day unit. It is not very often that we get a Saiyan Day unit returning this early on global. JP gets this every year, right? Every year, the Saiyan Day unit returns in October, right? This is the first time Global has gotten it as part of the main Dokkan Fest banner in October. Usually, we either get it in November or for the Halloween banner at the end of October. So really nice that we got it now. Really appreciative of that. So he is definitely worth the coins on his own. 400 coins well spent if you grab him, even at 55%. Now, there are some special considerations you have to consider, and that's number one, 9th anniversary LRs, right? Depending on how many coins you have, right, you may need to consider saving your coins for the 9th anniversary LRs, right? All right, if you missed out on Broly, if you missed out on Beast Gohan, these guys are coming up here probably in December time frame, like they normally do for that Christmas banner. You want to be prepared to grab them with your red coins. So if you have only 500 red coins, you should be saving them for these guys when they show up, because you definitely want to be picking up your copy of Beast Gohan. He is far and away the best unit in the game. Although he's got some pretty close competition nowadays, he's still a character you should probably save for if you are low on red coins. It is worth noting now, just coming out of Worldwide Download Celebration, if you missed the 2 main LRs here, I mean, keep it in the back of your head. You may want to save some coins up, but I mean, the next time you'll be able to summon these guys is during the anniversary, and during that anniversary, you know, you might pick them up in your summons, but you maybe want to have a few coins set aside in case you didn't pick up the Super Saiyan Trio or the Int Broly, right? So, I mean, if you were missing any of these and you only have 500 or close to around 500 and you're not sure you're going to make 500 by anniversary, then I would just go ahead and save your coins for these guys. Don't spend them on TEQ VEGETA, as good as he is. But if you do have these guys, just know that, you know, you're winning by getting these. He's definitely going to be worth it. And even if you didn't, he would carry you to that point at the next anniversary. He'd be worth it to have in your box until then. One other thing I should note, though, TURs, right? If you're missing out on TURs, right? The Goku and the Boo, if you guys missed these guys during Worldwide Download Celebration for their return, you may want to save a few coins or two for them. They are worth it. Boo is just oh so useful on so many teams, and probably not even some teams he's actually on, right? He's just that good of a unit. And then, of course, Goku is probably one of the best TURs, right, released so far. Like, honestly, between Vegeta, Boo, and Goku, probably a tie for best TUR released this year. So just keep it in the back of your head that, right, if you didn't pick up one of these guys, you may want to consider one of them over Vegeta, as the next time these guys will appear is more than likely on the New Year's Step Up, and then we won't see him again until next Golden Week. So worth noting that, you know, you may have to wait a while to get these guys again. So just throwing that out there. But I mean, otherwise, right, if you're all caught up, you're not missing any important LRs from the year, then absolutely, Vegeta is 100% worth it, and you would be winning if you did grab them. I do want to note that Full Power Frieza is getting a super easy A. I don't want to necessarily recommend the 150 coins for him just yet until we kind of get some play with him. But, you know, you may want to consider saving 150 coins to pick that guy up if you didn't pick him up with your redstone recently. So, just throwing all that out there, Vegeta is worth your coins. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, who did you pick up with your hard-earned red coins? Did you pick up Vegeta, or are you saving for another unit down the road? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.